Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to brand new video. What I guess today is a brand new Division 2 video, and today I want to talk about the new exotic AR that is in the game at the moment. As you guys know, the raid came out yesterday, and with that raid, there was actually a new weapon in the game called the Eagle Bearer, and this is an exotic AR that you can pretty much get from the raid. There is a slim chance of you actually getting this weapon. I heard it's something like less than 5%, and I'm going to talk about how you actually get this weapon a little bit later, but for now, I want to do kind of a complete overview of the weapon, what the talents are, kind of the attachment it comes with, and just kind of talk about this overall, because I do understand it's rare. Obviously the raid came out yesterday, so there's not a lot of people that actually have this, but there has been screenshots going around on Reddit and Twitter of people showcasing this weapon. So personally, I don't have this weapon. I didn't really get too far into the raid. It is really hard, by the way, so if you guys are thinking about maybe doing this with like 4 people or 6 people, it's going to be quite impossible, I would say, but again, I just want to kind of show you guys this weapon, what you can expect if you get it, and then kind of talk about if it's good or not. Okay, so first up, I actually want to talk about the weapon's talents. These are the talents you can get on this thing. So the first thing we have is called Eagle Strike, and what this thing does is accuracy increases as you constantly fire up to plus 100%. So as long as you keep firing this weapon, your accuracy will be getting better and better. And once again, it stacks up to 100%, which is really good. And I would say, especially for console players, if you have trouble kind of aiming in, if you rely on kind of accuracy to be a big thing on your build, this is a weapon you definitely want to go for, and hopefully you get in the future, because this will help you out. It also says headshot kills grant plus 100% reload speed, plus 35% damage, and a tenacity buff for 10 seconds. Moving down, the strength of tenacity is increased by plus 1% for body shots and plus 5% for headshots. And then what tenacity actually does is 20 to 80% of damage taken is delayed until the buff expires. So tenacity is very similar to the Warlord back in the Division 1 if you guys actually played that game. The Warlord had a talent that as long as you kept firing, the damage you were taking was kind of reduced, and then when you stopped firing, the damage was applied to your character. So kind of similar, but the one thing I'm actually kind of really excited about is the headshot kills kind of bonus. You guys can see up top, it says you get 100% reload speed and plus 35% damage. So even if you're not spec'd a lot into damage, even if you're using a more of a tanky build, as long as you're going for headshots, and for PC, that's pretty much the one thing you're going for always is headshots, you can do a lot of damage. Also, your reload speed is going to be absolutely insane, and just overall, the talents on this weapon so far are pretty crazy. As for the third talent, unfortunately we cannot see what it is from this picture, but we do have information on it because of people data mining kind of the raid when it came out, and even before it came out, a lot of people were kind of data mining the information, so we actually know what the third talent actually is. So what it's called Protected Fire, and it says while the Eagle Bearer is holstered, you'll gain 10% bonus armor while firing your current weapon. So this is pretty good again. If you want to be a little bit more tanky, maybe for PvP scenarios, this is something you can kind of use instead of your Chatterbox or your Nemesis and get 10% extra kind of bonus armor on your build. So pretty good, I would say. Overall, these talents are amazing in my opinion, and this is hands down going to be probably the best weapon in the game if you can actually get it. Like, you get damage, you get survivability, you also get kind of even tankiness from this as well, from tenacity and stuff. So overall, I think it's a really good weapon, and I'm really happy that they made this weapon kind of like good, that you actually get from the raid, because kind of imagine if the weapon wasn't really that good, doing the raid would be kind of pointless in my opinion. But since this weapon is really, really good, grinding the raid kind of over and over again is pretty much the thing you want to do until you actually get this weapon, and then, you know, you're satisfied. Now, also, I want to take a look back at the screenshot. You guys can see the base damage on this thing is 16.4k, 750 RPM, and it actually comes with a 60 mag size. Now, 60 bullets in the magazine is pretty insane, I would say, especially for AR. You could do a lot of damage with this thing, and obviously, for PvE, that's something you always want. You always want to have a kind of higher magazine for killing those NPCs and stuff. So the next thing I want to talk about is actually the weapon mods. So as you guys know, this is exotic, so you can't really put a custom kind of magazines or scopes on this thing. It already comes with preloaded kind of attachments. So we do have information on what they do and what they actually are, Again, keep in mind this is data mined, so this is pretty much what people have found on the weapon. So first of all, for the optics, this thing will give you 10% extra critical hit chance. For the magazine, you will receive 30 extra rounds, which kind of makes sense, that's why you have 60 bullets in the magazine. For the underbarrel, this thing will give you 10% stability, and for the muzzle, this thing will boost your critical hit damage by 15%. So pretty good attachment, I would say. You get stability, you get critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and obviously the extra rounds. Now the question some of you guys might be asking is how you actually get this weapon. So as of right now, there's only one way, and that is from the raid. First of all, you have a chance of getting this thing from killing the bosses in the raid. There is 4 bosses, so you have a 4-time chance of getting this thing. If you get unlucky, you also have a chance of getting this from the raid loot chest. And to open this raid loot chest, you have to get a key from any of the 4 bosses. Again, it is not guaranteed, it is a very slim chance that you will get this. But if you get lucky, if the RNG gods are on your side, either from the boss, you can get this weapon, or you can get a key, and that key is going to be used to open the loot chest, and you can get lucky and maybe get the AR that way. So yeah, this is pretty much everything for the video. These are the talents, how the weapon is acquired and stuff like that. If you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my videos, and let me know your honest opinions on this weapon, if you think it's going to be the best thing in the world if you actually get it, or if it just sounds really good on paper and it's going to be a little bit different once you actually have it. So let me know that in the comments as well. I'm actually curious to see what you guys have to say. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.